We're on day 40 of our 60-day healing journey to establish healthy boundaries. This journey is for anyone who's having problems with establishing boundaries. If you're saying yes when you really want to say no, if you have resentment after saying yes. If so, this is the journey for you. We're on day 40. The affirmation for today is, I honor my boundaries without hesitation or guilt. I honor my boundaries without hesitation or guilt. Are you carrying guilt after setting boundaries? Are you feeling bad and thinking it over in your head, like, did I make the right decision by cutting this off or drawing the line? Think back to what happened to make you get to the space of setting the boundaries. Think back to how you felt before leading up to now. Of course, you might have some doubt because, we're human. However, just think back to what happened to make you get to this point. Sometimes you will carry guilt, false guilt, because it's not real. But sometimes that would happen to make you doubt yourself. But just dive deep. Take a moment, sleep on it. Journal to find out why you're actually establishing these boundaries. Just think about it. And I'm sure you will want to establish the boundaries again. Setting boundaries is not just about being mean, being firm, and it's an internal thing. Think about you wanting to evolve to another space in your life. You want to grow. Are these things that you are establishing boundaries for getting in the way of that? Are they holding you back? When you move up, you become lighter. Sometimes you gotta let some things go. Sometimes you gotta leave some things behind. Sometimes you have to create boundaries in order to go to the space where you are working on yourself. Sometimes you may have to step back a little bit to be able to figure out yourself, to figure out, what decisions you need to make in your life, which direction you're going to go. And sometimes creating boundaries gives you an opportunity to do that, to isolate, to regroup, to realign your energy, to become centered and become grounded. So you have to honor those boundaries because you have created them for a reason. They're not just because. No, it's not all in your head. You're not just, going crazy or mad. You created the boundaries for a reason. So you have to be steadfast in that and without hesitation. Because again, when you send false signals out, when you send these mixed messages that maybe I do, maybe I don't, today I will, tomorrow I won't, it's saying that you're not being true to yourself. It's not giving a firm, clear, it's not saying in a firm way that these are the boundaries that I'm trying to set. So you have to do this without hesitation. Take time to breathe. Take time to set your intentions. Be mindful in creating those boundaries. If you know you're about to get a phone call from someone that you don't necessarily want to talk to for a long time, and you keep getting pulled into that conversation, before you answer the phone, if you answer, set intentions. Be present. So that way you can be on top of what's happening. You don't just get pulled into it. So that's the affirmation for today. I honor my boundaries without hesitation or guilt. Guilt will hold you back. Guilt will keep you from making major decisions. Guilt will stop you from moving on. So we don't want to have that guilt. It's a heavy, dense energy. The somatic practice is place hands on the heart, inhale deeply, and exhale slowly. So again, we are breathing with our hand on our heart. So we're going to do that exercise for about 5 minutes to get centered, to calm your nervous system, to regulate your nervous system. The visualization technique for today is visualize a soft golden light protecting your energy. Whenever you start feeling all guilty about setting those boundaries, visualize that soft golden light that's protecting your energy and breathe. Even in that moment, if you have to actually put your hand on your heart and breathe, these exercises will help you while you're in the moment of dealing with this guilt or these emotions that come up when you're actually trying to make a change. Again, when you start making changes and shifting, that negative response system in your subconscious body, wherever it's located, is going to come up to make you second guess, because it's almost like your old self is trying to let you not abandon it. But we're not going to leave the old self behind. We're taking our old self where we're going at, right? We are evolving into a better version of ourselves. So the journal prompt for today is reflect on the boundaries you held this week. What felt empowering? What about the boundaries this week made you feel strong, made you feel powerful? Were you able to stand on what you said? Were you able to set those boundaries and keep it moving without thinking about it over and over? So reflect on the boundaries you held this week. What felt empowering? The tiny boundary practice for today is schedule 15 minutes alone to reset and recharge energy. So 15 minutes, just a little measly 15 minutes. You could take 15 minutes and be alone. Take that time to connect with yourself. The bonus holistic tip for today is drink warm water infused with herbs like mint or basil to support clarity and grounding. Drink warm water infused with herbs like mint or basil to support clarity and grounding. That is our bonus holistic tip for today. I hope you are well. I hope you feel like you are being elevated and growing. Remember, as we do this journey, we will come out on the other side. It is a process, and you got to put in the work every day. Sometimes people think that healing happens on its own because you just say something. You got to put in work. You got to put in the action. You can have the feeling and desire in your heart, but you actually have to put in the action so that those two things can come together to get you to where you want to go. That masculine and that feminine energy, you got to bring it together to move to the next level. So it takes work. It takes, dedication to yourself. That is our exercises for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace and love. Mwah.